Hello everyone! Local markets often connect the culture and cuisine of each country or region, where each street has its own story, with unique products and long-standing traditions of the nation. This place not only meets shopping needs, but also brings interesting and colorful experiences to visitors. Referring to the famous markets in the world, you will probably think of the Egyptian Spice Market Bazaar in Istanbul, Borough Market in London, or the ancient Agora Market in Athens. But perhaps few people know about strange markets, such as the Magic Market in Togo, the Virgin Bride Market in Bulgaria, or Silent Market in Indonesia. In this video, let's step into the impressive space of the most unique and different markets in the world. Hargeisa Market in Somalia. Located in the Horn of Africa, on the southern coast of the Gulf of Aden, Somalia has been an independent country since 1991. But until now, no country has officially recognized its independence, only considers it an autonomous region of Somalia. Somalia has an area of 176,000 square kilometers and population of about 4,500,000 people. This is a poor country, with an economy based mainly on agriculture, livestock, and foreign remittances. In 2022, Somalia's GDP was just $7.2 billion, and GDP per capita was $1,600, one of the lowest in the world. Also, because it's not internationally recognized, its currency, the Somali shilling, was introduced in 1994, can't be easily exchanged outside the country. With an underdeveloped economy, people here no longer believe in their country's currency. They want to exchange it for foreign currency. Although there is no official exchange rate, Somalis often offer to sell 7,000 Somali shillings in exchange for $1. From there, currency trading has become a legitimate business in this impoverished country. At the same time, it also forms busy cash markets, especially the Hargeisa Money Market in Hargeisa City, which is considered the capital of Somalia. In here, people will exchange shillings for other customer currencies, as long as the foreign currency, but the most popular, is still dollars. Every money seller at the Hargeisa market is considered a private banker. Instead of keeping the money in a safe, people tie money into bundles and load it on trucks or trolleys, then display them on the stalls at this market without need for anyone to guard them. Customers can buy a whole kilo, even a ton of money, but they can't buy a few sheets. Hargeisa Money Market is so famous that most visitors to Somalia to buy a few bundles of money as gifts for friends. Many people also compare this place to Wall Street in the US because the business activity very active during the peak tourist season. Because of the devaluation of the Somali currency, locals only sell cash to foreigners and not use for daily transactions. In this small country, there are little things for them to be proud, but cashless transactions, certainly leading the world. They don't need a credit card, nor do they need a wire transfer. All the buying and selling takes place on the dusty streets of Somalia with just a mobile phone. This service is provided by several private telecommunications companies in Somalia. They created a mobile banking economy where money is deposited into companies and then stored in user phone accounts. People can pay or transfer money to each other by entering personalized numbers. Simultaneous, it's also quickly to withdraw cash or add money to the mobile account at specialized stores. With a low literacy rate and a small number of ATMs across the country, Somalis have been attracted to the simplicity of mobile money, which doesn't require a smartphone or internet access, but simply a normal mobile phone with simple operations that are completely usable. Marosok Silent Market in Indonesia. Sumatra Province in western Indonesia is one of the regions that still preserves many diverse traditions and unique cultures. Among them is the Marosok tradition, one of the intangible cultural heritages owned by this province. At the same time, it's a long-standing tradition of cattle trading of the indigenous Minangkabau people who live throughout the districts of western Sumatra. In their history, Marosok culture was associated with shame and politeness. In ancient times, domestic animals were sold, as cows or buffaloes. This is a legacy from a family's ancestors. From the point of view of the Minangkabau people, selling these cattle is an extremely shameful and disgraceful thing. If sold at a low price, it will be considered disrespectful to ancestors. If sold at a high price, it will be considered profiteering. That's why the Marosok tradition was born, so that sellers and buyers could negotiate prices without letting third parties know. According to this culture, buyers and sellers must absolutely keep silent and only communicate in traditional sign languages by shaking hands under a cloth or anything can be covered. outsider looking in will only see their arms shaking back and forth with nods and head shakes, but cannot understand what they are saying. A transaction is considered successful when both people nod and release each other's hands. Then the buyer will make a deposit by putting money in the seller's pocket and withdraw the rope from the neck of the purchased animal. Trading in this way, the selling price will become a secret, and both are responsible for keeping it secret. Especially when a Marasok transaction is taking place, third parties not allowed to interfere. At the same time, this is considered a healthy competition in the cattle market. In Western Sumatra, in addition to being a trade secret, the Marasok tradition also a form of morality to maintain good relations between cattle traders and a guideline for the wisdom of the Minangkabau. Virgin Bride Market in Bulgaria. If the above two markets are not enough to surprise you, let's go to the Virgin Bride Market in Bulgaria. People still think that these bride markets only exist in underdeveloped countries, but few would expect that, in the midst of a magnificent Europe, such traditional markets still exist. In the city of Stara Zagora, every spring, the bride market is bustling. Young girls and their families come to attend this market. This tradition is handed down by the Kaladidzi, an ethnic minority in Bulgaria. Most of them work as miners, and is one of the largest communities in the country. Kaladidzi families often take their daughters out of school early to avoid social temptations and hope their daughters will have a better future when they get married. This bride market event has been around for hundreds of years. In past, girls often went alone or with friends. Now, they will go with both their parents and wear the most beautiful outfits to attract the attention of boys. After someone flirts and offers to marriage, the bride's family will set a price and negotiate with the groom's family. The price of a bride here will range from $2,000 to $5,600, and girls with outstanding beauty will be paid higher prices. The most important condition in this market is they must be virgins. If discovered the bride is not a virgin, the bride's family will have to return the money and will be shunned by the entire community. This form of trading has been strongly condemned by European society, but according to the Kaladidzi community, this is a good traditional custom that needs to be maintained. At present, some girls have more modern ideas, and they are looking for their own way. But most of the remaining women believe that they only need a marriage approved by their family. Kodesua Fetish Market in Togo. This is the largest magic market in the world, revolving around voodoo spirits capable of ruling the earth. Voodoo people believe that every creature that exists, whether alive or dead, is sacred and has power. The supreme deity of the voodoo cult is Madhu, with about 100 other gods, represents all areas of life. Cattle would be used to sacrifice to these gods. An interesting thing in voodoo religion is, the women will preside over rituals to help people when they encounter problems in life, such as healing, marriage, death. The Kodesua Fetish Market is where voodoo practitioners go to buy items and furniture related to voodoo ritual. It's believed that these items can bring good luck, health, and attract wealth. In here, you will have opportunity to shop for unique items such as snake heads, parrot tails, wild boar fangs, geckos, horsehair, monkey heads, antelope heads, crocodile skins, goats, leopards, hawks, turtle shells. They are stacked, making anyone who sees them for the first time will be scared. Although sold outdoors, but the stench from decomposing animal carcasses makes the space here extremely stuffy, while the price of these items is not cheap. For example, an elephant bone bracelet costs $120, or a dry hyena head costs about $300. The Kodesua Fetish Market is considered a sacred mecca for local people and a curious tourist destination for visitors to Africa. It has been in existence for at least 4 decades, but retail trade in this area has been going on for more than 100 years. In addition, in this market, people also sell talismans and special medicines to treat diseases, from flu to infertility. La Paz Witch Market in Bolivia. La Paz Witch Market is located in the center of La Paz, the main capital of Bolivia. This city is located in the valley of the Andes Mountains, at an altitude of about 4,100 meters above sea level. It's considered the highest capital city in the world. Located in a busy area, this market is a familiar destination for tourists who love the mysterious. In here, you can find all kinds of talismans, such as amulets for peace, fortune, and love. La Paz Witch Market is also home to many fortune tellers and witches. When you set foot in this market, the first thing you will see is a series of charms made from llama fetuses. It's a symbol of spiritual meaning to the indigenous people. In their opinion, just bury this amulet under the floor, and all family members will have good luck and happiness. In addition, La Paz Witch Market also sells statues with strange shapes, believed to be the residents of spirits. Skulls and coffins used to enchantment or bring bad luck to others, also openly sold here. The shop owner will be very enthusiastic to advise you when you want to learn about charms. But if you show disrespect for the products in their store, you will be immediately asked out. This is also the end of the story of the strangest markets on the planet. Thank you for watching. Do you know any other strange markets? Share with us and give a subscriber to help the channel grow. Now, goodbye and see you later in the next sections.